Cancer, hello, welcome to your June 2025 monthly reading. This is going to be a general message, guys. It's not going to apply to everybody's situation. You can always check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, or you can book a private reading through my website, which is linked down below in the description box. We are going to do a general overview of the month for you, and then we will look at your love life and pull some oracle cards as well, Cancer. So let's see what's going on with you guys. Oh, beautiful. We have the Ace of Autumn here. This is the Ace of Pentacles, Cancer. So it looks like you guys are doing pretty good financially this month, okay? You could have a new opportunity in work. You could be changing your career. You could be having unexpected income here showing up. Sorry guys, I thought my tripod was falling over. You could have some sort of unexpected income coming in. Some of you guys could be adding an additional income to your income stream here, okay? Some of you guys getting a raise, a promotion, something along those lines, but there's some sort of new financial opportunity available to you, okay? I'm also getting this, some of you guys, you've been working through your abundance wounds, your financial wounds, and you're starting to see the evidence of that working. Somebody's listening to like subliminal messaging or like those like videos that you put on while you're sleeping on YouTube. And like, guys, that shit works. If you're not doing that already, 10 out of 10 recommend that you do that. I like the ones from Rising Higher Meditation. They got really good videos where you could put it on while you go to sleep, and it's like 8 hours of affirmations about money and wealth, okay? And I have to say, like, I have definitely seen some progress and results from those videos. So if you guys aren't already doing that, definitely something that you might want to start doing. But I feel like a lot of you guys have been already working through this, and you're seeing evidence of your money grow. Also, we just have Jupiter has moved into Cancer. I'm recording this a little earlier, but yeah, Jupiter has moved into Cancer already now. So with Jupiter moving into your sign, you could definitely see an increase in your wealth, your abundance, okay? Also, depending on what house your sign falls into, your sun, moon, or rising, whatever you're listening to, okay? So Jupiter is the planet of expansion, of wealth, of luck. So some of you guys are even just getting lucky in this area of money, okay, and abundance. Anyway, the card says a windfall of money, advice, assistance from others, okay, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. Let's look at your biggest block. And we have the 10 of Autumn. Okay, so that's really interesting. So your overall energy is the Ace of Autumn. Your block is the 10 of Autumn, the 10 of Pentacles, which is that card of wealth, okay? So some of you guys are definitely seeing progress, but it's not the progress you want to see, okay? Some of you guys are trying to manifest yourself becoming millionaires, and maybe you have seen some of your income increase, but you haven't quite seen it increase to the point that you want it to increase to yet, okay? Steady. Take it slow, Cancer. You got this. Things are changing. Things are moving. Things are evolving and growing. Okay. Jupiter is the wheel of fortune, right? So there's growth. There's movement. Okay. So be grateful for what you do see. Okay. Don't get anxious because you're not quite where you want to be yet. Be grateful for the increase that you are seeing, even if it is just a small amount, okay? The card says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So yes, maybe it is wise that some of you guys, when you get this money, don't just blow it and spend it. Some of you guys are needing to, there's no point in getting a bunch of money if you have no financial literacy, Cancer. So definitely while you're doing this, part of healing your abundance wound and clearing that block is getting educated on finances, okay? Learning about how to invest, learning about different, things to do with your money when you get it. Because otherwise, you're just like one of those people who wins the lottery and then ends up broke again. Okay, let's see what you need to release. So yeah, some of you guys got money, but it still feels like you don't quite have enough to put away for retirement. You don't quite have enough to invest. But, you know, you can start small with investing. You don't need to invest large amounts, okay? There's even, what do they call, penny stocks, okay? Just do your research, get educated, Cancer. You got this. All right, so we have the Empress in what you need to release, all right? So with the Empress being in the release position, this is an interesting card to be here, because the Empress is all about abundance as well. So there's a lot of focus on your abundance this month, Cancer. So the card says, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So although, again, you're seeing like these small increases in your income, Cancer, it's not a time to go blowing everything and start living that life of luxury. Yes, they say you should start, you know, living like what you want to be. You know what I mean? Like, start already living like you're already there. But that doesn't mean blow all your money, okay? Because even people with money don't blow all their money. They're actually much smarter with it when it comes to things like investing and stuff. So they're not out here just blowing all their money, okay? So a lot of you guys have this idea in your mind that you have the money, that now you just want to spend it all, okay? So yes, you can live a life of luxury, treat yourself, Cancer, enjoy your life, spend some of the money, but don't go too crazy here, okay? There's this energy of the Empress being in the release position that's telling you, do everything in moderation, okay? You're starting to see the harvest, you're starting to see the fruits of your labor show up, but you don't want to just go and blow it all, okay? What they're showing me is like, if you, I don't know much about like farming, but I don't know why they're showing me like a farm, like, you have planted all these seeds and you have this big field of stuff growing, and you just take everything that you grew and you sell all the food or you eat it all, but you didn't save any seeds. You know what I mean? You didn't save any seeds to plant for next year, which is an investment into your future, right? So it's all about the balancing act, Cancer, okay? Figuring out, you know, your budget and what you can spend and little ways that you can make yourself feel like you're living that life of luxury, but without actually making yourself broke, if that makes sense. Okay, so don't forget to save some seeds for next time. What do you need to focus on? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. All right, so your happiness, Cancer, your emotional and spiritual fulfillment. You are wealthy in many ways other than just financially, Cancer, okay? There's emotional wealth. There is like your health, right? There's having a family, a good support system around you. These are other things that you need to focus on that are also included when we think about wealth and prosperity. I am getting that some of you guys, you know, when you're doing your manifestations, you're specifically trying to manifest abundance, but you're not being clear on what you want to be abundant in, okay? Abundance is just a very general term. You can be abundant in problems, Cancer. So be a little more specific with your manifestations and what type of abundance you're trying to call into your life. Because if you're in the wrong vibration, the wrong frequency, you could be manifesting an abundance of problems, all right? An abundance of stress. So get a little more clear on the type of abundance that you're trying to bring into your life, the type of wealth that you're trying to bring in, okay? If it's financial abundance, financial wealth, then you want to focus a little more on that. But also just showing gratitude for the things that you do currently have in your life, okay? Because the gratitude really has a lot to do with the manifestations. Feeling grateful for what you do have is giving off the energy of abundance and wealth to the universe, which it will mirror back to you, okay? The card says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. Show me Cancer's future. What is the most significant event in July that Cancer needs to be aware of, please? Beautiful. We have the Prince of Spring, which is the Knight of Wands here. So this is really good as well. This is you exploring something, okay? Exploring something that is you're passionate about, something that motivates you in life, okay? Something that makes you want to get up in the morning, all right? The only little thing here is like not to be too too overly impulsive, okay, when it comes to you going after what you want, okay? Like, yes, go after it, but there's this little bit of energy of you chasing something. Now, it's like they're giving me a funny little scenario here in my mind. Like, it's just the way that I see things sometimes, like the way spirit gives me messages is just kind of funny. Like, that my guides have a a good sense of humor, but it's showing you chasing like, I'm just showing you chasing like a person, and you're chasing someone, okay? But I'm not, this could be anything, okay? This is just the way that they're showing it to me. So, you know, say you're chasing a goal, but they're showing it to me as a person because it's the only way it makes sense for this example. You're chasing it. You're like, why are you running? Why are you running? Like, I'm chasing, I'm trying to get to you. Why are you running away from me? And then the person you're chasing is like, well, stop chasing me and I'll stop running, right? It's like this energy of like, stop chasing it, because you like feeling that desperation to chase the thing is actually pushing it away, if that makes sense, okay? So yeah, you know, they're saying it's not a person, Cancer. It could be a person for some of you, but they're showing it's changing even to like a dog for me when I'm seeing the vision. It's like you're chasing a dog, and like, you're like, why are you running? Come back. And they're like, well, why are you chasing me? I'll stop running if you stop chasing me, right? You know how sometimes if you have a dog or a cat or an animal and like you're trying to catch up to them, they run away. Well, and then you stop and they stop, but they're only running because you're chasing them, right? So I hope you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, the card says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. So some of you guys could also be having a new, very passionate relationship coming in as well. Okay, some of you guys I feel like could be getting really hot and heavy with somebody here in July. Let's see what your biggest challenge is. So they did mention a challenge in that card. So let's see what the challenge, your biggest challenge is in July. Jupiter is really coming through for you, Cancer. Ooh, okay, we have the 6 of Spring here, the 6 of Wands, okay? So your challenge here, Cancer, is all about your victory and success. So some of you guys, it's like you're trying to attain a certain goal or a success here, and you might have a challenging time reaching that goal, reaching that success, or even just like getting the recognition that you feel like you deserve. It's challenging for you to be seen by others right now. So say like you're trying to take initiative when it comes to your work and your career, and you're feeling like you're going above and beyond, but you're not really feeling seen. You're not really feeling like anyone's acknowledging the work that you're putting in or what you're doing here, okay? So it's challenging for you to receive the recognition you deserve, okay? Some of you guys also may have a fear of success, so this is kind of holding you back as well. The card says wonderful news is on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. All right, let's look at your biggest opportunity for Cancer, please. Cancer's biggest opportunity in July. Cancer's biggest opportunity, please, in July. We have the Hermit here, Cancer, okay? The card says, find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Okay, so you guys are chasing that material success right now, but you're being guided to actually pull back your energy a little bit, withdraw from society, withdraw from the hustle, the grind, the hustle and bustle, you know, Cancer, and just, you know, there's some spiritual work that needs to be done here. So you really do have an opportunity to grow spiritually. Some of you guys, are going to find like a mentor or even more like spiritually like-minded people around you, okay? People that you feel like are on the same path as you spiritually, all right? But there's definitely an energy here of you guys needing to really take some time and have some time for yourself and focus in on that spiritual growth, okay? There's only, so much action you can take. Like, part of creating and manifesting, some people think that they're just going to sit there and visualize and that the opportunity is going to fall into their lap. And sometimes it does, Cancer. Sometimes things do just work out kind of magically. However, some things require us to put in the action in the spiritual world, but then also in the physical world as well. Okay, so I feel like you're putting a lot of work in the physical world, but you're really being guided to put in the work spiritually. If you're just taking all action, but you don't really believe in yourself, or you don't really believe what you want, you can attain it, then that's what's holding you back too. Okay, so it's all about finding a balance of the work that you put into your manifestations here. Okay. Yeah, you guys are going to grow a lot spiritually in the month of July. Oh, my card has a big scratch on it. I thought this was a hair, but it's actually like a big scratch. I wonder how that happened. All right, let's see if there's anything else that the universe wants you to know. We have the Dreamer. Beautiful. This is the Fool card, Cancer. So it says, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. Okay, so there could be some sort of new opportunity. Again, your overall energy here was the Ace of Pentacles, and then you also have the Fool. So I do feel like there's a big opportunity here. This may require you to take some sort of risk or leap of faith here. All right. And the Fool's about taking the leap of faith, knowing that the outcome could be really good or it could be really bad, but doing it anyway, right? It's not about the outcome. It's about the experience, Cancer. Okay. Some of you guys could be stepping into your purpose here in July as well, or at least recognizing what it is. But you are being guided to be a little more adventurous, okay? Have a little bit more fun as well, and trust in your inner guidance, trust in your intuition, okay? And those little intuitive impulses that you get, that's what you need to trust in, Cancer, because those when you get those intuitive impulses and you act on them immediately, that's what's going to get you where you want to go. If you get the intuitive impulse and you start questioning things, your head gets in the way, and that's it. It's over. So that's what I got for you guys. We have Taurus, Libra here, Virgo, and Gemini. Let's get your oracles. For Cancer, please. Okay. Yes, balance, spirituality, and practicality. So we touched on that in your reading, is needing to, do the manifestation, or like focus on the manifestation spiritually in your mind, in your soul, in your heart, but then also like taking the actions that you need to take in order to bring those, really ground them down into reality. Okay. What else for Cancer? Action is nothing without belief, and belief is nothing without action, Cancer. We have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, which literally I'm recording these a little bit early because I'm going away at the end of the month. So it is actually the full moon in Sagittarius today, the day that I'm recording this reading, which is interesting. So I don't know if like something you guys really like focus on your manifestations around the Sagittarius full moon, but there's definitely something significant here about that time. One more for Cancer. Okay, we have two more here. We have the answers you need are coming, and then we have expect powerful change. Oh, communication is key. So we've got a lot of oracles showing up for you, but expect powerful change, Cancer. I love this. And the answers you need are coming. Let's get you finance and career oracle. For my Cancers, what do they need to know? Okay, we have expression. You need work that lets you express your creative self. You could do well in writing, blogging, or a career in communication. We have adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. One more for Cancer, please. Thank you. We have flexibility. You'll need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. Well, it seems extreme. Just hang in there. This too shall pass. Why does everything look crooked on here? It's straight on my table. I guess my tripod is crooked because now it looks like it's on an angle to me. All right, a message from the universe for Cancer, please. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. And an angel number for Cancer. Okay, we got 0606, commitment, loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, and solutions. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. And leave that for a moment in case you guys want to take a screenshot. All right, let's do your love reading next. All right, so we are going to look into your current person that you're focused on, and then we'll do a spread for new love as well, Cancer. So let's see, for my Cancer collective, the person they're focused on, we got the 5 of Wands here, Cancer. So there is like a conflict energy between you and somebody in the month of July. Tell me more. What is this person's overall energy towards Cancer? The 8 of Wands, a lot of fiery energy between you guys. Okay, so I feel like there's somebody here who there's an unexpected conflict with. We have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which could mean that something's leading to a separation in July here. And it happens very suddenly and unexpectedly. Like there's communication, really fast communication that leads to an argument, and this leads to a misunderstanding perhaps, and that could lead to a temporary separation between you and someone. Let's see what the overall energy is between you guys. Okay, we've got the High Priestess here. Okay, so here's the thing is I feel like you and someone, there's a lot of communication, but there's certain times where you're both like holding your tongue and kind of holding back what you want to say, not really like speaking your truth, okay? And when when both people do this especially, eventually the shit's gonna come out, okay? Because you might be having like these conversations where you're like, wanting the person to like you so you don't say how you really feel, right? And then eventually this stuff comes out and it leads to a disagreement, all right? So it's really important that you speak your truth from the beginning, Cancer. If you try to, sugarcoat things or overlook things in order to please someone else, or you don't want them to see, like, I don't know, maybe they say something and you don't agree with it, and then you just don't say anything. But eventually all that stuff is going to come up later. And with the High Priestess showing up in your overall energy together, this is telling me that both of you are doing that, right? So there's things that you both disagree with that you never speak of. Well, July, all these things are coming out, okay? There's a heated debate here that could lead to a lot of conflict, especially because, it feels like, oh, well, we've had this conversation before, like similar conversations or about a similar topic, and you said this, and now you're saying the opposite. So you confused each other because you're both kind of like, well, if that's how you felt, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? I think there's a little bit more anger here because it feels like both of you are lacking trust in what somebody said. How do you see them? You see them as the Hierophant, okay? We got Pisces energy here. We got Taurus energy here. So this is somebody that you see as being very stubborn, very rigid, Cancer. That they're not really flexible in their perspective or their perception or their thought process. That could even be what this argument is about, Some people can see things from the other person's side and then other people can't. So I feel like, you may see this person as very rigid and you're always feeling like you have to conform to them. And so this is why you don't really speak your truth. And now, you know, you start feeling more comfortable enough to speak your truth, and then they got something to say about it, okay? Somebody wants you to conform to their way of thinking, and you don't like that. There's definitely some sort of separation or silence here. They see you as the 4 of coins. So you're both showing up as kind of stubborn here. You're both very held on to your own point of view about something, your own perspectives of something, and neither one of you is able to see from the other person's perspective. Neither of you can put yourself in the other person's shoes here. And at first that was all good, you know, you can let it slide, but eventually it's going to become a problem. How do you feel about this person? Three of coins. Yeah, like I guess you feel like they're unwilling to compromise here. But, you know, in a sense, this is kind of showing me that neither are you. Both of you guys got to meet each other halfway. You see them as out of balance. Although with them you seeing them as the Hierophant, I feel like they are showing up as a little more rigid. I feel like you're holding on to your point of view, because if you just let go and conform to them, then, you know, you're basically abandoning your own perception, your own point of view here. Let's see how they feel. I feel like you do also want to find a solution to this problem. You do want to heal things between you. Okay, they see you as the Tower and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, here's the thing, is because you may have been in the energy where you've been kind of conforming to this person's point of view, when you suddenly have an opinion, Cancer, they're seeing you as being combative. They're seeing you as being, oh, that's the King of Wands, not the Knight of Wands. But they're seeing, they kind of catches them off guard, okay? They're sort of seeing you trying to, it's like you guys are in a power struggle, okay? So they see you as challenging them. For some of you guys, again, this person's very rigid. It feels like to them that you're challenging their authority. And I don't like the way that I heard that, because why does this person have authority over you, Cancer? You guys are supposed to be partners. They're not your parent or your boss or anything like that, or your teacher. They shouldn't feel like they need to have authority over you. But it feels like whenever you want to give your opinion here, all hell breaks loose, and you're just trying to hold on to your sense of safety and your sense of self here. And some of you guys feel like you're almost losing yourself in this connection. What's their intention towards Cancer, please? Okay, we have the Two of Cups and the Justice card. So they, and you know, deep down, this person does want to bring things back into balance. They also want, it's like this person feels like they were never heard as a child. And so like they need to speak their truth constantly. And if anyone challenges that, maybe like just triggering them. But they truly do want to be able to see things from your side here. And they truly do want you guys to be on the same page. However, it's coming across as a little bit like, I'm speaking my truth and I want you to be on my page. Rather than you guys compromising and being on the same page together, it's like they just want you to be on their page. You have to jump over to their page or their book and do it their way, okay? What's their next action? We have the Nine of Swords. So something that they do in July, Cancer, is about to give you a whole lot of anxiety here. What's the outcome? We have the World in reverse. So I don't think you're quite done with this cycle yet, Cancer. It looks like this is something that you're going to be revisiting. There could definitely be a lesson here in this connection. All right. The lesson, you know, is going to be different for all of you, but it strongly feels like the energy of like not abandoning your own opinions and point of view to adhere to another person, okay? So you may find yourself revisiting this cycle until you're kind of sick and tired of this person's bullshit. So that's what I got. We got Libra here, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, strong Scorpio. Let's do the new person for my Cancers. New person for Cancer. So this could be if you're single, new person coming into your life. This could also be a new person that you're already interested in, but that you don't have a lot of history with necessarily. So we have the Two of Wands here, Cancer. So the Two of Wands, yes, I see a lot of planning going on. Some sort of planning. I see you just like kind of observing the situation between you and this person, and that's what they're doing as well. They're observing things from afar. See how the person on the card is watching this volcano from afar. They're like, is this gonna explode? Should I stick around here or should I get out of here? You know, it's just that kind of observing everything before you make a decision. Okay, what's their overall energy towards Cancer, please? Their overall energy towards Cancer. Ooh, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so they're definitely super attracted to you, Cancer. This person can be a little intimidated by you, a little intimidated by the attention that you get. I do feel like they admire you a lot. They admire your beauty, your sass, your style. Like, you're a diva. You're a diva, Cancer. You could have some fire in your chart as well. Let's see what the overall energy is between you guys. I feel like it can be real hot and heavy between you, but here's the thing is, I feel like this person's kind of looking at you and they're like, Cancer is like a kettle boiling or like a pot boiling and all the steam's coming out and it's like you're just wondering when they're gonna boil over. That's like the vibe I'm getting from this person. They're just like, should I hang back or should I stick around for the... Because it's interesting because if you look in the Two of Wands, there's like the volcano smoking, and then the Queen of Wands, she's literally got like lava coming out of her, right? So it's like, well, do I just watch this volcano explode? You're the volcano, Cancer. You are indeed the volcano. What's the overall energy between you? We have the Eight of Cups. Both of you are like, should I just walk away from this? Why the Eight of Cups? Why are both of you losing interest? This could be a new connection. This could be that passionate connection that showed up in your general reading that, you know, it doesn't really last long, but it is very hot and heavy. Okay, we have the Judgment card in reverse. So neither of you are really listening to your guidance right now regarding this situation. There's a lot of chemistry here, Cancer, but that's about all there is. I don't think that you're very interested in each other aside from that. And I feel like you're ignoring your own judgment. Both of you are kind of ignoring your own judgment on this situation because you're too busy being attracted to each other. What is, how do you see them? You see them as the Ten of Wands. So you see this person as a burden. The sex is great, Cancer, but then, you know, then they stress you out all over again. I feel like you guys have a lot of makeup sex here. They see you as the Justice. It was in reverse if you guys noticed the way it flipped out. So they see you as out of balance. You two are not aligned with each other. You're two bringing each other way out of balance. This person's causing you a hell of a lot of stress in your life. And you're causing them to feel all kinds of out of balance. I think that this person really ticks you off sometimes, Cancer. This new person. How do you feel? You feel like it's a lot of work. Again, there's like a lot of passion here, but the relationship feels like a lot of work, okay? Like you have to put so much effort into it, and you're like telling yourself this should be easy, and that's you going against your better judgment here. Because why is this so difficult right at the beginning? If it's this hard in the beginning of the relationship, it's not going to get any easier, my loves. Trust me. How do they feel? Yeah, there's pure physical attraction here. In fact, I don't see any emotion between you other than that Eight of Cups, which is like the lack of emotion, you know, like feeling like, again, you guys are out of alignment. but it's almost like the physical aspect of this connection is just keeping you coming back because it's really good. What's their intention? The Two of Cups. Okay, well, it looks like Cancer, it looks like they want to actually try here and make something work between you. I mean, if you're both willing to make it work, anybody can work together, okay? Any couple can work together successfully as long as you're both willing to put in the work. The problem here is it's a lot of work and a lot of weight for you. I feel like you're a little more invested in this than they are. What's their future action? The Five of Cups. To be disappointed. Okay? This person is kind of caught up in their wishful thinking energy, because in their mind, they're very hopeful that you two are going to work out. Like, their intention is for you to work out. But it looks like they're going to end up being disappointed here. They're at a loss. I feel like you two, you know, there's an ending here, but you don't end on bad terms, okay? You might even actually stay friends, you and this person. Okay, maybe you decide you're just better as friends. Because I see you, like, they're really bringing my attention to the girl hugging the seal here. Like, that you two kind of realize you're not good for each other. But you're like, you know what? We tried. We did the best we could. It's not going to work out. You have a long hug. You hug it out, you know. Yes, you're a little upset, disappointed. Some of you guys feel like this what could have been, you know. There's that little bit of wondering what could have been here. But it feels like you guys actually stay somewhat in communication as friends, okay? So that's what I got. What signs do we have here? Libra, Sagittarius. All right, let's do their sign and the hidden truth. Let me just give these a good shuffle. All right, Cancer, if you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries likes you a lot, but they also like got you in a third party. For some of you guys, okay, this is like friends to lovers kind of energy, all right? But just with that Three of Cups being there, it is a little concerning that somebody could be loving up on you, Cancer, but then there's like someone else. You'll know the difference. If you're in touch with your intuition, which, you know, you're Cancer, you should be very in tune with your intuition. For some of you guys, it's friends to lovers. For others of you, someone's really loving up on you and they got a third party. So take what resonates with you. The Taurus actually has a strong emotional connection to you and is wanting to build a solid emotional foundation between the two of you. They feel like you two could actually have something really long-term here, maybe forever. The Gemini is overwhelmed in July. They're looking for a change. They're looking for something to change within this connection. You and the Cancer are in some sort of mental conflict with each other. You're like not on good terms, but they're trying to ground their energy, okay? Focus on their money. The Leo's really attracted to you. The Leo really likes you. There's a sense of a feeling of completion between you and this Leo. Like, this person is really into you. The Virgo, there's a Virgo here who is about to betray you in July. Okay, with the King of Cups there, even though it's upright, because it's showing up with the Ten of Swords, I feel like there could be a little bit of manipulation involved in this. The Libra is wanting to take some sort of initiative or take a step forward with you. They want things to move forward and they feel like they need to sort of take the lead in this connection. The Scorpio is walking away, but they're not telling you the truth as to why they're walking away. There's some sort of deception going on here. They may betray you as well. The Sagittarius is cutting you off. They're planning to cut you off. The Capricorn, There's a Capricorn that may withdraw a little because they need to focus on themselves right now, or like other responsibilities that they have. Maybe they have children, maybe they have like a lot of work responsibilities. So they are withdrawing a little bit, but it's not because of you. It's because they need to take care of other things in their life. The Aquarius, there's an Aquarius that feels really drawn towards you. For some of you, this is like a reconciliation energy. I feel like you two are going to be happy though. And there's a Pisces that is pulling their energy away because they need to see something from a new perspective. Okay, Pisces might ghost you for a while. They're going into their little hermit mode here. I guess for the Pisces, it's the Hanged Man mode, where they need to sort of just get back into their spirituality for some of you, or get back into a place where they feel in balance. Because right now, they're not seeing things really clearly. They feel like you guys are kind of stuck at a dead end, and they feel like they're needing to pull their energy back. Okay, let's do the hidden truth. So if you are dealing with an Aries, okay, the Aries left when they saw you with someone, can't be with you. The Taurus won't let you down, feels inspired by you. The Gemini knows they crossed the line with you, but you didn't see their tears because they're the victim. The Cancer watches your social media and you came closer than anyone. The Leo is in a committed relationship, wants to make amends. The Virgo doesn't know what you want. Their life is not as together as it seems. The Libra can't stop thinking about you, doesn't know why this happened. The Scorpio feels so happy with you and doesn't want to let you go. The Sagittarius, it's time for them to heal, but you will be together again. The Capricorn wants to be more than friends, wonders if you're happy without them. The Aquarius wants to start over, but they feel like they're not the right one for you. And the Pisces buries themselves in work to forget you and hides behind material things. So there you have it, guys. That's what I got for you for July. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much to everybody who interacts with the video, everyone who comments, who hits that like button. I really appreciate all of your support, and I will see you next time. Bye.